Hi everyone, it's Carolyn, here to share another channeled message of support from the Light Keepers, a group of angelic beings I channel for your awakening journey. And then I give you my take on it and some examples as well, so that you can take it away and think about it for yourself. So welcome to everybody who's new. I'm Carolyn, I'm a channel, I'm a distance energy healer, and I'm a spiritual awakening mentor. And I offer these channels for your awakening journey. So today's channel is on our diet and food changes during the awakening. I've never done a channel on this before. It's surprising. But they really wanted to do this and speak specifically to that. And then I'm going to give you some of the things that have happened to me, and then you can take it away and use it for yourself. So again, welcome. And if you're new, I do offer a video on flow, 6 tips on how to create flow in your body for health and wellness, because our vessel is so important during our awakening journey. I put together this video for you. You can click below, get that video, and then it leads you to more free content, which is basically my email list, and I'll offer that to you at least once a week. So join me if you will. All right, let's get started on the channel. As you make your way through the awakening, so much changes of what you wish to put in your body. Energy is needed for the being that you are, but often foods are set aside by you at this time, not wishing for anything of the things you used to eat in your way. Changes come and changes go, and sometimes you don't even know what you wish to eat. And yet the body needs fuel, we say. So many fret and strife that if they don't eat the right thing, they will not have the right vibration in their way. What we wish you to know is many of you move to eating less of meats and animal products. And yes, even though we grant you this today, and it is a blessed event when you do it, there is nothing wrong with shifting and moving forward in small ways. Nothing requiring you to do this in your way. No punishment, we say, no holding back. One must eat what one feels their body needs to. For everyone is different in this, and yet there are shifts and changes in everyone's nutrition ways. Never do we wish for you to stop eating things you feel you must for your body too. For your body will speak and say. It will let you know what it desires today. The only guidance we give you now is in moderation, oh and how. Never obsession in your day of eating one thing so much in your day. Balanced portions, fulfilling yourself with things that in general, in moderation, would not typically be a problem, and can make you feel worse in your day when eaten in an obsessive way. So step back from all that you may hear of having to move to vegetarian or vegan so near. For this is a gradual process, we say. And many of you, yes, will be moving forward on this. But it must be what you feel in your body true, not what you are told to do, for this is your own journey. Some of you will continue to eat meat forever and a day, but know that this is part of it too. Your body shifts and changes for what you need to do. So listen to your body and then use the human mind to control the moderation today. Balanced diet, plenty of water, greens and fruits too. Drinks will become more important, we find, for many of you, oh yes, in time. And yet the meats are there, we say. Many of you feel no longer in your way to eat animal products, but know that you can still raise your vibration, we say. Do not force this, for you will only feel worse and your body will speak out to you today. As you wish to attempt shifting your diet whole house to this, moving forward, test out the waters, but never force yourself, for it is your body speaking out. It will go through phases during the awakening, too, of what it needs and doesn't want, we say. Just listen to it, and you will know in your way. For times, it will be protein, too, that you will crave. All the time, we say, too. Other times, starches will be something that you wish forever and a day. Sweets may come and go, too. And what we wish you to do is step your toe in and have some of it in your day. Moderation is the key to all of this, we say. And just know, the less stress you have on yourself about your diet in your day, the higher vibration you will be in your day. For it is stress and strife and forcing yourself with your might that also keeps your frequency tight. We leave you this day in light and love, now and forevermore, the Light Keepers. So that's their take on food. And we could really talk a lot about this. And one thing that I want to mention and I was told after the channel, is that the reason our dietary likes and dislikes are changing is because of the frequency change, of the vibration change, of the cellular change. So our bodies are truly changing and shifting and adjusting. And we're just not really wanting a lot of the same things anymore. Now, this is a process that we go through. Process that I went through really started, wow, I'm going to say, well, it was before my awakening. Yes. Before my awakening even started. Mine started in 2010, but I didn't know it until I had my dark night of the soul in 2016. But about 2004, I would say, I suddenly began to have a real concern about factory farming. I live in Iowa, and if you know anything about the Midwest, we are full of factory farms, unfortunately. Anyway, I won't go into that into detail, but that was, it was more of a concern for the animals, where I just stopped eating chicken, beef, and pork. Totally. Totally. Didn't matter if it was free range or anything. I just quit doing it. And that's where I've been ever since. Now, I'm not to the point where I won't ever have like a slice of pepperoni pizza, which I absolutely love, which I will do on occasion, which is maybe every, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months or so. If I travel, particularly if I travel overseas, I will eat their food. I want to try their cuisine. I'm not going to not eat the meat because of that. But in general, what I have found is I just shifted. I just quit eating chicken, beef, and pork. Now, you can say that was a conscious decision. Yes, it was. But it was an opening up to a lot of awareness during the early, I would just probably say, fits and starts of my awakening. And so I continued to eat fish. So I would be titled what I guess you would call a pescatarian. But again, the thing is, I did this for a real reason. I did this as a conscious thing that I wanted to follow. But along this awakening journey, then when this all started, things just really started to amp up. I could hardly look at meat in the butcher shop in our co-op. I mean, it was just, I'd gotten to that point where I couldn't take it anymore. Now, this comes in phases too. You may not even have that happen, but I did. And now I'm fine. I can actually look at it. But early on, it was just very difficult for me. I found that in my awakening journey that, guess what? I no longer could find anything that I really wanted to eat unless somebody made it for me. Now, I've cooked forever and a day. It's one of my most favorite things to do. I would always make like 3 things for the week so that I would be able to take it to work and have food when I came home. And I love doing that. Not anymore. I have no idea what I want to eat anymore. I can barely find anything. I typically kind of eat all the same things. And just to give you an idea, oh gosh, I eat the same breakfast every morning. I typically will eat some smoked fish during the day. I mean, it's really thin, super thin. For whatever reason, I don't want fruit anymore. I was never a big fruit eater, but I'm just not into that. Vegetables I have to make myself eat. I mean, go figure. I always ate super healthy. And right now, I guess I would say, for me, I have decided to define healthy as in what my body is telling me it desires. Now, it'd be different if all I was doing is eating cotton candy all day long. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm still getting what I need. I take multivitamins and a bunch of other supplements, and I feel as healthy as I ever have. However, I have huge cravings on starch. I used to joke around about how my mom wanted bread all the time. She was always such a bread eater, and I never understood all these people who like bread and all that. Oh, guess who likes all the starches now? I'm not kidding you. And so chips are my thing, okay? So for whatever reason, now I eat chips a lot. Oh, that's not great, but maybe it is, and I should stop worrying about it. But again, as they say, it's about moderation. It's not like, buying the chips and eating the whole bag on the way home and then going to do it again the next day, right? But doing what your body does want. Like they said, sticking your toe in and having that ice cream on occasion. But you are going to notice, most likely, a real shift in your diet. Another thing that a lot of people notice is the desire to have more fluid kinds of nutrition, like smoothies. I went through the whole wanting a lot of water, and you can argue that's not food, I realize, but it is sustenance. And so the smoothie thing was not something that I went through, but I know a lot of people do that. But food is quite a situation where you are going to find that things have shifted dramatically. So know that you probably will have times where you're not going to find anything you want to eat, and it's just a struggle to even fill your refrigerator with food that you are enjoying. Or you may find that you totally shift to eating healthy. You could have been eating really crummy beforehand, okay? Before the awakening. And now you're just eating so healthy. I kind of went the other way, which is really weird for me, okay? I went from, 10 years of just healthful eating, and now, not so much. I'm still not eating chicken, beef, and pork, but I'm really limited in what I do eat. So that's my body, and I've quit worrying about it. I used to think, oh my gosh, I'm probably not healthy. All that worry does is make things worse for you. And now I've realized this is my body talking to me. This is my body telling me it's okay because it shifts and changes. I do it in moderation, and I need to follow that rather than fret and strife over it. So know that, really, honestly, eat what you want during the awakening. Many of you will be guided to eat much more super healthy. Others of you may do like me, like all of a sudden you're like, what am I doing? I am eating all this crummy food. Now, again, I will say moderation's kind of key, all right? I suppose if you just want to keep eating like that the whole time, maybe you won't be affected. I have no idea. But I'm going to tell you right now, I feel pretty lousy if I just really pound down a bag of chips, which I can easily do, or, I'm not one to parcel something out. If I buy it, it's gone. So anyway, parceling out's kind of a great idea if you can actually do it. But I want you to know, most importantly, in this channel, in this video, that we need to not beat ourselves up with these diet changes that we have, with the things we crave. What we need to do is just step back and breathe and let it flow and know that it's going to continue to shift and change, because as your vibration, as your frequency changes, you're going to continue to notice dietary changes, and who knows where this will lead. Honestly, I have no idea. I just know that over the years, my diet has continued to shift and change, and it has not stopped. So, with that, I am going to leave you today. And as always, I'm going to remind you of my services at purplerainhealing.com, where I offer distance energy healing, channeled messages where I also dig into past lives, and spiritual awakening mentoring, where I work one-on-one with you and I channel information for your awakening journey support. So I would love to work with you. Check it out, and I hope to hear from you soon. Again, as always, I thank you so much for joining me on this journey.